Hello, everybody. Very nice to see you all. It has been some time since I have been live, and that's not like me. I'm not usually this quiet, and I just wanted to reassure you that nothing's wrong, all is well. Right? I'm jumping on to tell you about what's happening next over the next 8 weeks, if I can get away with it. I've been told three, but I don't think that's going to do it, right? But we'll just have to see. Every Monday, I'm going to be showing up at 11 a.m. here live to present the body-mind connection theory. And it's a child development theory and a learning theory, but it's specifically for teachers, educators, and parent carers. It is a merge of well-being, methodology, and educational processes. So it's well-being and education merged, to put it simply, right? And the reason why we need the BodyMind Connection AuDHD to be public and free like this is because the process and the science behind it is going to massively rejuvenate, restore, and heal children with AuDHD from excessive meltdowns, extreme shutdown, heavy masking, long-term negative health outcomes, long-term negative relationship and mental health outcomes, right? And also improves their quality of life and improves their self-concept. They'll also be able to do things over time that they may not be able to do right now, or may have a prognosis right now which suggests they may not be able to do ever. Right? There may be some children sitting with ADHD at the minute and they have a presumption or an assumption around them that the best they can achieve is coping, and that's not true, right? I'm an ADHD education consultant, and I have spent the last year developing a school design and this learning theory, the Body-Mind Connection AuDHD, with a specific intention of creating health, well-being, and happiness for children with ADHD around the world. I myself have an ADHD, and I stand as testament to what the Body Mind Connection can do for your children, right? The important thing about the theory is that it is very simple, very applicable, very accessible, and very exciting. It works with the natural processes inside the body to create learning from within, because learning actually happens from within. And there is no direct separation between learning that happens in the brain and then the improvements that happen in the body. But the child has to be in ventral vagal safety state in order to let that happen. Now, this theory goes beyond polyvagal theory, right? It is much further on and leans nicely into Dr. Joseph Delaney's tri-sync method of education, medical, and healthcare, right? And with this in mind, what we're actually doing is promoting and ensuring human evolution for all children with this condition. When we speak of learning naturally from within oneself, what we are actually doing is creating fluidity, resonance, power, health, and ease inside of the natural processes of the body. This creates a higher state of consciousness, a higher state of intelligence, and greater capacity for creative freedom, personal freedom, sociability, emotion processing and management, and also the ability to function in society in ways that are beyond simply coping. The children with ADHD who are educated in this way will become enormous facets to our shared future. And without this process, they may not. And their prognosis may be in the extreme, going in the opposite direction. Now, I'm making this choice for myself because we've been developing a school system in order to open schools that use the process and the theory with volunteers so far. I'm now at the beginning stage of building the business and recruiting supporting directors and members of the board so we can move forward as a CIC. Sincerity School CIC is the name, with the Body Mind Connection theory underneath it. And we need people, right, who are up on the theory in order to hire them, both as curriculum design teachers, but then also as volunteers and staff going forward inside of the CIC. So anyone who is interested in being involved will massively benefit from attending these sessions. Now, I'm going to stream them live to make them accessible to everyone. But also I've put a registration link inside of the post if you look further down my feed here. And the registration link allows people just to join, right? And then be present for the live sessions as I teach, so you can be part of the audience. You will not appear, right, in as part of the audience. I will stay fixed on the screen, but you'll be able to take questions, take notes, be part of it like a lesson. Now, because this is somewhat futuristic, and I believe the leading edge in SEND education currently, and likely to improve upon outcomes for children overall, given the prevalence of AuDHD worldwide. I feel like this is something that may look like it's not getting a lot of attention right now, but at some point it's going to be very necessary. Right? So if you are looking at this situation, you're thinking this might be for me, but I don't know this woman, so maybe she's talking rubbish. I would strongly suggest you question that from the depths of your being. Is anything around you working? Because it's not, right? Those skills are failing. The one I'm creating will not, right? Because it's based on how the body works, right? And it works on the internal resonance and peace inside of the child, and works to correct a major problem called structural dissociation, which no educators know about. I was never trained on structural dissociation, and I was a mainstream secondary teacher for 15 years. It was never made apparent to me that this is the reason and the cause for much of the disruption, disorder, discomfort, and unhappiness inside of neurodivergent children. And exacerbating that problem is entirely possible in mainstream education settings, and also in any environment which is punitive and academic focused and goes against the nature of the AuDHD child and what they actually need. It is child-led education, but it is supercharged because I'll be explaining everything in depth. I'll be very specific. The benefits will be confidence, happiness, well-being, long-term, the ability to be creative, intelligent, empathetic, empathic. That word gets me, right? It's my word, right? I should know how to say it. Bunch of other brilliant things, right, that these children can do. And at the minute, right, they won't be able to. And you will see suffering in these children, or you will not see suffering in these children, but suffering is absolute, whether you can identify it or not. When we are learning the body-mind connection AuDHD as a process or as a theory, we are not just becoming teachers of the process and then we enforce that on them. We are learning about a new perspective about where intelligence comes from. Intelligence doesn't come from what is given externally, it emerges out of us. And I did not know that as a teacher. And I have had to take my penance with regards to the errors I made in the past as a teacher, because I felt that teaching came from telling people what to do and then practicing what you're told. Absolutely not. Goes against everything that the body needs in order to somatically rewire itself to meet higher levels of intelligence. It all happens internally, which means that our immediate state as an AuDHD individual or as a carer of that child, right, whatever you observe is not fixed. How exciting is that, right? So I'm going to be taking these sessions from Monday at 11 a.m. They are free, they are live. I will be asking for donations to our Sincerity School fundraiser because we're still at the moment putting the business stuff together, hiring people, doing all that really boring stuff, and I still don't have funding applications done yet, but hopefully that will occur within the next few weeks. But we still need help, so that's where I'm at with that. I'm putting all of this out free. It's not a full course as far as I'm aware. It'll be the basic principles, so then you can start on getting involved with us, right? I intend to hire teachers in the future, curriculum design teachers who are remote and never need to go into a classroom again, or teachers inside of the schools that we open at the same time. It's all very exciting. I'm going to shut up now because I feel like I'm just wasting time nattering. It's lovely to see you. If you want to get in touch with me and be registered, please click the link. Or if you want to ask me questions about it, please do. I'm also seeking supporting directors to join the advisory board and the team with me to get the business up and running. At the minute, I do need people who have business running experience, right? Or SEND management experience. People who have worked in social care or healthcare, right? And people who understand the importance of what we're doing and are happy to be in a voluntary position, right? Because that's what it is currently. There will be opportunities to earn later down the line and to take on certain roles for certain projects, but that's much later down the line. So at the minute, it is voluntary, and that puts people off. It doesn't put me off. I am not thwarted nor dissuaded by anything. Right? Stop talking. Why am I here? Okay, I'm going to leave you now. Lovely to see you all. Thank you for listening to me, Witter. I will see you Monday. Bye.